Hello everyone, welcome back and welcome to viewers to some more Stormworks. Today I'm changing plans. I've got a better idea for what we can do. So yeah, let's talk about it. So first things first, we've got some fuel here. We got some fuel from last time doing a little practice run over to North Harbor. Got about 6,000 liters of fuel there. We've got our little tanker built. It's working pretty good, but we talked about taking the tanker all the way around the island here, all the way down, coming all the way down and coming down to the refinery to buy diesel for ourselves. But yeah, diesel's $2. So, and it's $2 everywhere. So I did notice that Spy Cakes has a nice little diesel port right here. And the other thing is we have a nice little diesel port right here at Lighthouse OB. So I think the easiest thing for us to do today is actually come over this direction. We're gonna stop at Lighthouse OB. We're gonna fill up on a little bit of fuel here and then maybe make our way down to Spy Cakes, where we can then purchase Spy Cakes for a low price of $40,000. That should work really well, and then we can just make like a little truck or something that can come up here and grab fuel to keep refilling this up down here. And then we have the ability to maybe buy Draymore here later on and get ourselves a little airfield. So that's really good for us. Plus, if we do have a driving vehicle, we can explore all this island. If there's any missions here, there's usually some sort of truck fires that happen here. We can take care of those. And ooh, we could sell diesel for $3 here. So even if we did make a truck here to carry fuel back and forth to our base, we could load up and just literally drive it all the way over here and sell it for a nice little profit. So we might do that. So that's the plan today, is we need to go ahead and get the boat out. So let's do that. Let's grab it. I'm going to put a spawner down here. We're going to set it to diesel so that it pulls diesel into here. Hopefully it puts it up enough into our engines first. Hopefully it fills these up. Let me get rid of that. I think it will fill up most of that, and then we can we'll just pump the rest. That's what we'll do, just for the sake of filling up our engines first. All right. So is there anything else that I forgot? Somebody mentioned that the microcontroller is still sitting on top. I have not connected it up yet. That's a thing. Did we put a bed inside here? I thought I had a bed in here. Did I not save it? I guess I didn't save it. Let's throw the bed in here for the sake of just being able to get some daylight as we travel, if we want that. All right, so there's our bed. Everything else seems okay. I know I forgot something. It's gonna happen. It's gonna pop up on our little trip. But let's go ahead and spawn it in. How much fuel do we have left? 3,000 something. Okay, so we are gonna take this. Go ahead and pump out. Hop on the ship here. Oh, I didn't put lights on this thing. That was what I was gonna do. That's what I was gonna do. Okay, change plans. Change plans. Change plans. I know I just lost some fuel there, but we've got to get some lights on this so that we can see what we're doing. All right, so we'll put some lights there, lights there, lights there. Maybe some there by the door. Okay, let's go lights there, and there. Come on, can I put it in right there? There we go. We have nav lights. Let's go ahead and paint these up. I like painting it this color. Gives it a nice glow and kind of keeps it from looking like part of the nav lights. Alright, we need to wire those up. I'm just going to put those in with the lights. Is there a button for nav lights? Anything connected? There's not, so let's go ahead and do some buttons then. This will be nav. Be deck. These up to this one and this one. And that one. And then these will control our deck lights. Look up the right things here. That. Backlight. The backlight? No. That one I need a backlight. Give it to that. Light switch. Light switch. Light switch. And I did want a light in here so I could also see. So with that. Alright, paint all that up. That's good to go. Got a nice little light in here. Maybe I can... Oh, I don't want to do maybe to the player sensor because I do want to be able to turn it on and off. So maybe we'll put a little switch here. And that can control this light here. And I just need to hook everything up to the electric. All right, last little bit. This should be everything. Let's double check. Hover. Nope, the switches need power. And everything else is good. Okay. That should solve that problem. We should be able to see now. Let's paint that like that. Now we should be able to fill up and get out of here, right? I hope so. Let's do it. How little fuel do we have now? Oh, still doing okay. Okay, let's hook up. Go plugged in here. On the ship. A hook up here. Hatch. Yep, thank you. We want to pump in and turn it on. I still didn't hook that up. That's okay. Get in here and turn things on. As I'm realizing again, I did not do any kind of power control for this. That's fine. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it over there today. We're filling up. We're gonna take it all. We've got full tanks here, so 2,000 something, 2,600 liters in the boat diesel, and we're filling up the tank level here to 3,000 something, and then we can get out of here. Never have to come back. All right, looks like it's all full here. Grab our hose. Go ahead and turn that off. Pump that off there. I'm gonna keep the hose because I don't feel like running back up there. Don't want to get out of here. Let's start the engines. Let's move forward. We are going slowly, but we are going. Come on, get out of here. We've got everything on board. Sun is going down or coming up. I'm unsure. I think it's going down. Come on, boat. Let's a little bit more movement here. We're sipping fuel. This thing is so fuel efficient. I'm so surprised. Digging it though. Let's get turned here, and then we can actually plug in a waypoint and get ourselves just kind of free driving here. All right, so first destination we want to get to is over here. Let's go ahead and set a waypoint for that. Get that into our pad here. Plug that in. Here, plug in a waypoint. Come on, hit it, hit it. Come on, waypoint it. It's the angle. Angle of how I'm having to look at this. There we go. And autopilot. Come on. There we go. Now we're driving in style. Let's test some of our lights here. Okay, that works really good. Right on deck here. Still forgot to add alternators to this thing. All right, so let's do this. We're barely using any fuel, so let's go ahead and just crank up some speed here and maybe just see how long it's going to take us to get there. 25 minutes. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of time for me to be a quick little transition for everybody else. So let's go ahead and maybe we'll do a little bit of a time lapse here and see where we end up. All right, we are actively getting closer. We're probably 4 or 5 minutes out. Oh, 7, 8. Yeah, the waves are getting a little bit more intense. We're getting tossed around here. Ooh, as we get out. Ooh, let me slow up. I'm glad I kind of came back at this moment. We do have a stranded fishing boat somewhere out there, but right now I am not going after them. I need to make sure that we make it under this bridge that's coming up. So that's my main focus here. Is I'm ready to take control of the ship at any moment. Right now, we still let the nav controls take it and take us to where we need to go, so we headed in the right direction. But I just want to make sure we make it underneath this bridge. It's gonna be tough to fill up with all these waves. This is kind of a little much. Should we just skip past this? Maybe go to spy cakes, get spy cakes first, and then we just deal with the fuel situation, because we've got a ton of fuel. We've got enough to get there. I don't know what the weather's kind of changing plans as we kind of get through here. We'll see how it is. We'll see how destructive getting through the bridge is, but we'll get there. All right, getting really close to the bridge now, so I'm going to go ahead and take control of the ship. That's why I wanted to do it there. There we go. All right, so now we can make our way through this side. I'm gonna go ahead and turn. Let's go ahead and get it done. Let's get through here. There are two bridges we have to go under, the road and the train tracks here, it looks like. So we gotta make sure that we do not hit anything. And they're kind of offset, it looks like. Oh, this is great. All right, let's just get lined up. Let's just get through it. All right, looks like we're going through the train tracks first. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. I don't like the windows anymore. I think we're gonna make the windows a little bit more visible since we can't see, because I'm getting, this is, woo, I don't like doing this. Don't like doing that. All right, but we are through. Let's go ahead and get our nav back on, shall we? Maybe. There we go. Nav back on. That's going to get us over to Lighthouse OB. Maybe we can get a little bit more fuel in this thing before we head over to Spy Cakes and purchase that. All right, there's the lighthouse. Let me go ahead and get control of the ship here. I'm not sure where the actual fuel port is and if it's close enough that we can actually just use a regular hose. We're going to find that out here in just a second. I'm having a hard time seeing, though. Let's slow down. Not run ourselves aground. Kind of putt into the area here. I need a little bit more speed to get us forward. Oh, I should have put flares on this, and somebody mentioned that, too. If I could have popped a flare right now, we'd be easily seeing what's going on. That's what we're going to have to add to some of our stuff here. There's a little bit of land right here. I don't think we're going to be able to get up there and get it, because I think it's way up. Oh, it is. It's way up there by the street, isn't it? Yeah, we're not going to be able to get the fuel from here. That was a bad plan. Okay, so let's head over to the Spy Cakes. Let's get that set up. I'm going to grab the waypoint here. All right, new waypoint has been added. Let's plop that into, come on. Get it right there. As you can see, we've got to go around Spy Cakes. Let's add a little point to it. Get ourselves around without hitting the island. Whoops. Oh. Come back over here. There we go. All right, so I've got the waypoints so that we can go around everything here and we won't hit anything. Let's go ahead and get this on. There we go. So we should go around the one island that's there, and then we should go around the point, and then we should be at Spy Cakes. Let's do it. Looks like the waves are getting a little better. Maybe. Oh, let me cut everything off there. That's great. I was trying to just throttle up. A little bit more speed here. Looks like the sun is coming up, too. That's going to be nice. We'll be able to see that. All right, so let's just get there. All right, navigation has us getting there in 4 minutes. I think what I want to do with this boat is when we get there, we're gonna go ahead and purchase Spy Cakes. We're gonna own the base. I want to make this longer. I think just gonna give us 2 more tanks on this thing. That way we have the advantage of maybe carrying diesel, jet, and oil at the same time, or we can just load up extra fuel for an extra run. I think the boat will support it. It bows up a little bit in the front anyway, so we can stretch it out. It'll help balance the boat out and just give us a nice bigger boat for this playthrough. We still have our little rescue boat. We can pull that out, do some side missions, which we're gonna have to start doing again. Working on that boat a little bit, making it a little bit better. Maybe throwing some more some nav stuff in there as well, just so we can go around and find everybody. Oh, we got a little helicopter up there. If he's looking for somebody. But yeah, we are getting close, so as soon as we get there, we'll stretch this boat out and we'll go from there. Alright, there's Spy Cakes right there. We can just kind of see it through the fog. Let's head that direction. And we're going to find a little spot to park, find some ladders. Oh, there's the staircase right there. If I can get you guys to be able to see that. Right there's our staircase. We need to run up that and then purchase this. So let's head towards it. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see this thing. I might need a camera or something for driving. Alright, there's the stairs right there. We'll go ahead and pull it into the spot here. That way we can go ahead and grab it when we need to. So as soon as we purchase it, we can run over to the workbench. Alright. Nice and easy. We've made it all this way. We don't need to wreck it. Slow it down. Slow it down. I think we're close enough. Go ahead and get out of here. And we'll shut this just in case something happens. Go swimming. Hopefully there's no sharks. Alright, up we go. Where is the purchase sign? Right over here. Oh, we can't build land vehicles here, can we? No. Oh, we can build it up in the train station. Okay, that's fine. That works. That works. I was like, where do we build the little... Oh, here we go. Using myself. 40,000. Let's do it. We've got it. Let's go grab our boat over here, and that's going to give us a substantial amount of fuel because there's already 5,000 here. Oh, this is great. Grab that. Perfect. Okay, that's done. How much fuel do we have? 10,000. Right on the dot. Okay, perfect. Let's go back in. I wanted to drag this and make this bigger. That way next time we can build ourselves a little truck or something that can grab some more fuel and then bring it back to the boat and fill this thing up full so we can go around and sell it. That'll be nice. Then we can have a ton of money in the bank. We can do whatever we want. Let's do that. Let's grab that. We're gonna need to... There. I'm going to copy this. Maybe not. Is that enough room there? Queen eat. If I do that, I've still got to come in here and clean all this up. Maybe we don't do it like that. Maybe here. Cut it all the way. How am I gonna do this? Paste. Is that too long for this ship? That does give us a lot of buoyancy though. Let's do mirror mode here. A lot of this out of the way. Clean all this up. A lot of this. That. Whole row there. That row there, there, all that gets filled in. Our edges look nice here. That, fix that right there. Fill in the floor, fill the outside. That's fine. Merge that together. That's okay. That's not bad. We don't need that or any of that. That can all go. It gives us room to kind of walk around and kind of manage that, doesn't it? Let's clear, cut, come back to here. I don't want to copy all this. Clear, size, copy, paste. I think that's right. That gives us a little bit more to work with here. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Fill in that. All of this inside here. That. Yeah, I think this is gonna work really nice. All filled in. That. Close the gap on that. There. Fill that in. Space there. Merge that with that. Alright, let's fix the paint. Perfect. All that. Fix all that. Add our little row of weight blocks here. Nice. And we need to paint our deck here a little bit. Works, that works. And now we just fix the top here. Like that. Oop, I see a little spot we missed. That. Here, fix this. That. We're gonna fix that. That looks really good. I like that. That looks nice. We need to add... We got a little more deck lights here, so let's all add those. Deck light. Deck light. Let's hook up. Deck light's here. That one. That one. That one. That one. And we need to rehook up those. Nope, that's nav. That and that. Nav lights on. And that should be good. Power to everything. How is all that powered up? That's all powered up through air, so I need to power up that system and that system. And now we have us a really nice tanker. That's awesome. Okay, cool. So now with that tanker, we can actually build us a vehicle up in the train yard, go up here wherever the fuel is, buy the fuel, come back down in here, save it, and then dump the fuel into the boat when we can... in which we can then take this over to the other side of the island and sell it for $1 extra profit. So that's going to be our plan. We're going to start making a lot of fuel, making a lot of money. I want to be able to buy Dre more so we can actually get the airport and have us a little bit of a flying vehicle too for this career. So that is my plan for next time. So as the sun's going down, I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you 100%. If you are enjoying Stormworks, let me know with a like, subscribe to this channel, and we will see you guys in the next one.